Months of an Epiphany coordinated by the Department of Social and Cultural Development in the 1990s, the Business Outreach and Placement Program, also known as Bopp, is dedicated to preparing secondary and tertiary education students between the ages of 16 and 24 years old. Welcome to the Department of Communication Special in collaboration with the Department of Youth Affairs. I am your host, Bopp Stagiaire Anissa Lake. For the past 10 years, Ms. Faye Arnell has been coordinating Bopp and has loved executing it every year. She strives to allow youths to develop an entrepreneurial mindset by placing them in different sectors in an effort for youths to grasp the concept of various tactics that a business could employ to achieve its objectives, all while considering the island's necessities. Sydney Connor, a Bopp student, sat down in an interview with Ms. Arnell for further details.
Good day, Ms. Arnell. Thank you for accepting our invitation to be part of this interview.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for having me here.
Ms. Arnell, what is the Business Outreach and Placement Program and what is your role?
Well, I am the coordinator. I have been the coordinator for the past 10 years, and I execute this program, which is a work experience program for the youth. We cater to young persons who are between 16 and 24 years old. And the objective of the program is to give the youth, experience and prepare you to enter into the world of work. Because you are coming out of school, many students are coming out of school. Some will be going on to tertiary education, but there are a few who will be staying back to enter the workforce. Mm-hmm. And as such, it is a right of yours, a right of every child to be prepared, to be work ready, right? So within our program, as you know, we would prepare you in CV writing, we prepare you to how to find a job, how to present yourself, team spirit, team building. We do all of that, but this is to prepare you. It's not that we would want to cumber you with all of the assignments, but it is really to prepare you to enter the workforce and to get a taste of the reality when you are there.
Okay. What has been your experience as coordinator?
Well, it has been for me, this is a program of mine that I actually love to execute. It really calls for a lot of work, I have to say. But for me, what I love to see about it is that I get to tailor this program to the way, for the demands of the day. So this program started 25 years ago. We're celebrating 25 years, but we haven't stayed with the same format of the program 25 years ago. Every year, a program needs to be tailored, to be brought to fit the current needs of the society. So as an example, after 2017, we had Hurricanes Irma and Maria. Remember that? Yes. That was very devastating for St. Martin's economy, and that had social impacts, that had economical impacts for families and for students. So and this is what I love about my job, is that I can get to come up and be creative and say, hey, colleagues, why don't we, as a team now, start to look at the environment realistically for what it is, and let's try to bring in an entrepreneurship program, because now we have some companies closing, parents are losing jobs, but we also have youth who are supposed to be entering the workforce, and there are not many jobs available during that time. So how about training them, giving them something into entrepreneurship? That is for you to create your own job and bring in your own income. So what I love about this program is the creativity that I can bring each year and contribute to it together with my colleagues, the team of the Department of Youth.
Okay. How do you believe this program will benefit the youth people of St. Martin?
A big benefit, because, like I said, it's preparing you to get into the workforce. So really, you are busy networking. You are working with the team of your department, in this case, Dcomm. You are networking. So your performance, they are looking at that. You never know, maybe when you're out of school, you might be looking for a job, and they can very well hire you, because students, I know some companies who have worked with us over the years that have a lot of Bopp students who came through there and still have them today. So it's about networking, and it is a foot in the door, and it should not be taken lightly.
Okay. This year makes it the 25th anniversary of the Bopp program. That is an amazing milestone, and congratulations. What can students expect from this program moving forward?
Well, we expect a whole lot next year. As I said, every year a program something needs to be added to level up with this program. What we are seeking in our department, so I speak on behalf of my department, what we are seeking, for example, is to have more inclusivity. We have usually in our program, we have students who are going to MPC, St. Dominic, the regular schools, but we do have to remember that in our society, we have differently able persons who may not be as cognitively challenged and can still be productive. And so we have to find a way, and our program will be working on that, to include clients of the Sister Basilia Center also in our program. And that is something that I am absolutely going to be pushing for. And among other things, like we started this year, you are the first to experience that we have a portal with assignments. So it's not just that you come to work 8 hours, but there is a learning objective behind of it as well, where we would want our children to look up information and become knowledgeable of, the things that they ought to know.
Okay, well, Ms. Faye, I thank you for being part of this interview and hope you have a great day forward.
Thank you very much.
Lamar Jones, a Bopp student, was given the chance to conduct interviews with 4 of his peers about their work experience and how the program could support them in the future.
Today we're here with Cicely Connell, who has her own YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us, Cicely.
Thank you.
What interests you about Bopp?
I started Bopp last year for the first time. It was nervous. I was really nervous to start. But now that is my second year, I do know what to expect. I was introduced by Bopp by my mom. It was a struggle in the beginning because of course they had put me into an office space and we had to work professionally. So of course I was not there yet. But now that it's my second year, I know exactly what to do. I know how to work with others, and it's just a motivational program.
Would you say your first year was better than your second year?
Honestly, it was, because my first year we got to organize a summer camp, which was successful. It was really fun. So yes, I can say that.
How's your experience been so far?
My experience so far is really good. I love the people that I work with. It's a very busy office. Now I work with civil registry, so it's really busy on and off every day, but it's going really good.
Can you describe the people you work with?
The people that I work with, they are very strong. They have a strong personality, which is that I like. They are hard workers. That's one thing I can say.
How can this experience from Bopp help you in the future in terms of work?
So my aspirations in life is to become a doctor for kids. So for me now to work with people and now to put that together in the future, that is helpful because now I know how to work with clients. And when it comes to doing paperwork, it builds my administration skills. So that is really 100% helpful for my future.
Would you recommend Bopp to your peers?
100%, because we get to learn what the real working life is about. So basically now we get to know why our parents are always tired, because they're working 8 hours a day. It's tiring. That's one thing I can say. But I would really recommend it to my parents. Don't worry, I got ya.
What interests you about Bopp?
Well, when I first heard about the program, I thought that it was a very good idea for youths in the community to get a chance to experience this.
Experience what?
The feeling of like having a job, especially for those who haven't worked and this is their first time working, it would be a great learning experience for them.
How has your experience been so far with Bopp?
My experience has been great, actually. They teach you things that school didn't really get the chance to teach you, and you get to work on your team building and communication skills, you know.
How will you take your experience from now and apply it to your future?
Well, they taught me to put your emotions aside and leave your personal problems at the door and come and be professional and kind and treat people with manners. So I'll take that trait into the real world.
Would you recommend Bopp to your peers?
Of course I would. I think that this program is a really good idea and it would help them grow as individuals.
What interests me about Bopp? I would say that since I finished school and I want to get into the workforce, I choose Bopp as a program to get more understanding, knowledge, and experience of the workplace.
How has your experience been so far?
My experience has been wonderful, actually.
Why?
They give really detailed explanations as to what we're supposed to do, when we're supposed to do it, how, and it gives you like an understanding as to what you might face in the future. So it's been going really good.
How will you take this experience and apply it to your future?
Well, from the start, I would say that using Bopp, I would have a ground and a base level to the workforce and the understanding of it. And once you have a base and a strong base, I should say, you will go straight up. It's the same thing in building. When you're building, you have a great foundation. No hurricane, no nothing can break it down. So I would use this in the future as a base to,
Would you recommend this program to your peers?
I would definitely recommend it, but then again, I would try to keep it because, it's very good, but then if it gets too full, there's other people that might not have the opportunity, but I would definitely recommend it.
What interests you about Bopp?
Working in the different fields, gaining new experiences while being compensated.
How's your experience been so far?
It's going good. Just waiting for it to finish.
Why are you waiting for it to finish?
Because after Bopp finish, we have 10 days of break before school starts.
How will you use this experience to help you in the future?
I would use my time management skills, my people skills, and my organization skills to help me with my future job.
Would you recommend the program to your peers?
Sure. Yeah, for them to get a new experience before they get into the real world.
Thank you for joining us, Amaya Anderson.
No problem.
On behalf of the Bopp students and myself, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Department of Youth Affairs and the 25th anniversary of the Business Outreach Placement Program. Additionally, if an acquaintance and/or yourself want to participate in the Business Outreach Placement Program next year, do contact Ms. Faye Arnell at the Department of Youth Affairs by sending an email to sxmyouthaffairs@gmail.com or by calling +1721 542 2709.
25 years, Bopp strong.